facial hair for 30 years. The other day I shaved it off and showed my wife. This is how it went.
Hey babe.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh my God. What did you do?
I shaved. You don't like it?
Why?
Because I thought I'd try something different.
Grow it back.
Well, you don't love it.
Grow it back.
Do I look younger?
You look younger, but you can grow it back.
Grow it back. And so I started to actually grow it back because she hated it, I hated it. The truth is my face looks better with hair, and so does yours. Today, guys, I actually want to go over a few areas on a man's body that you should always have hair. So when it comes to grooming, there are certain areas on your body that you know you should never have hair, like your balls. Eyebrows, it's plural, meaning you need two. So if you got hair in between it, it needs to go. On your back, you got back hair, get rid of it. Shoulder hair, not sexy. But there are other places on a man's body that actually look better and you look more aesthetic and attractive when you actually have hair. Depending on the length, guys, it's really going to be personal preference. But the first place is actually your pubes. There was a recent study that was actually done where they polled 300 spicy senoritas. They said, yo, what level of grooming do you expect or prefer on a dude? 64% of women said they want a guy that is trimmed down there. Only 16% said they want it shaved bald. But 20% of those sassy ass spicy senoritas go, yo, we want it natural, meaning like monster man bush. And so what does this mean? This means that 84% of women want you to have some type of hair down your pants. So in terms of pube pruning, it's totally personal preference. You could go freeform amoeba, or you could go more natural, or you could do what I do, which is the racing stripe, right? I have a slight line of hair from my belly button down my abdomen to the promised land, to the base of Big Al. And then I shave with a razor my balls, also Big Al, to make sure that it's ready for action. But I personally feel that regardless of the style you're going for, a little bit of hair on your happy trail makes it a more effortless transition. A little bit of hair up by your belly button going down leading to your bush is a lot more aesthetic, because if you wanted to actually shave everything else, it's going to have a hard line at the top of your pubes, all right? Which brings me to your stomach, all right? So in terms of stomach, if you are somebody that is lean, under, I would say 15% body fat, I feel like it's okay to shave your stomach. But the truth is that most men that have stomach hair actually look more aesthetic and better if you just groom it super short. If you're somebody that is body fat over, I would say 15%, I personally would leave some hair on your stomach, also your chest, all right? I would trim it short, but leave some. The reason is because when you actually shave a soft, doughy body, it actually is going to reflect the light more, making you look softer, doughier, and bigger. If you're lean and you remove the hair, it's going to make you look leaner and more muscular, all right? But if you're soft and doughy and you don't have much definition, when you remove the hair completely, it actually makes you look softer and more doughy and chubby. And so what I'd recommend is take it short, but leave a little bit of hair. It's going to help absorb the light and make you actually look smaller. Next up, gentlemen, let's talk about your head and your face. All right, start with the easy one. Head. Yes, it looks better with hair. Everybody looks better with hair. You also feel more confident, you get to do cool hairstyles, and it balances your face. Now, the one thing I do want to talk about is your sideburns. One of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of guys making is shaving their sideburns off, either too high or straight across, all right? You want to make sure that you leave your sideburns because it's going to help frame your face. It's also going to help finish your hairstyle. Now, the way that I want you to style them basically is to shave them at a slight angle, all right? Right about there, all right? Notice the slight angle right in about the middle of your ear. That slight angle is going to help frame your face. It's also going to give a little visual smoke and mirrors to help you strengthen your jaw because it follows your jawline. Now, back to your hair for a second. I know some of you are like, yo, Alpha, I know I look better with hair, but I'm going bald. I'm losing it. I can't do anything about it, right? Wrong, gentlemen. Good news. If you're somebody that wants to stop your hair loss or get your real hair back, now is the time. Bosley, today's video sponsor, is here to help. Guys, there's a special link down below this video. I want you to go and grab the completely free guide to hair loss and hair restoration. You're also going to get a $250 free Bosley gift card. And so if you decide to take control and action and go in and talk to one of Bosley's amazing counselors, and that's one thing I just want to talk about that I haven't really addressed. The counselors that you're going to experience at Bosley are amazing. They get it, right? They've been there, they understand hair loss, and that's the thing that I love so much about Bosley. Bosley's been in the hair loss business for over 45 years. They've got the latest technologies, they've got experienced doctors, and they have a solution for you at any stage of hair loss. And when it comes to restoring your hair, guys, the one thing you need to understand is experience matters. Why would you trust a tech startup that raises like millions of dollars and is like, yo, send us an email and we'll send you hair loss medication? Why would you do that? Why would you trust your hair to them? Thanks, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna go to Bosley because Bosley, they are, in my opinion, the hair loss doctors. others, right? If you got something wrong with your teeth, go to the dentist. You got something wrong with your feet, go to the podiatrist. You got anything going on with your hair, go and see Bosley. Bosley is a solution for you at any stage of hair loss. It doesn't matter if you're just starting to lose it, you're thinning, you're noticing a little bit less in the back, or you're completely bald. Bosley has a solution for you. The sooner you take action and grab that guide, guys, the sooner you're gonna be on your way to loving the way your hair looks again. Guys, the bottom line is this: do not ignore it. I know that some of you are like, oh, well, it's not that bad. Now hopefully she notices. I notice, you notice. You know in the pictures, you've seen it, you see what's coming because of your dad, your brother, your weird Uncle Barry. You get it, right? If you're somebody that sees extra hair in the drain, go to Bosley. If you're somebody that sees extra hair on your pillows, or you go like this and you got a bunch of hairs coming out, gentlemen, go see Bosley, because like I said, the sooner you take action, the sooner you can get your real hair back. But you've got to be the one to make it happen. Guys, I'm going to help you out by linking down below to that guide. That guide is free. It's the guide to hair loss and hair restoration. It is free, which means it's a huge hair loss no-brainer. You should have this guide, even if right now you're like, yo, I'm not losing my hair, because you probably or could be losing it soon. You need to know, you need to have it. You also, like I said, are going to get that $250 free Bosley gift card. Gentlemen, I got a question for you. Do you think these guys are happy they went to Bosley? Hell yeah, they are. They look confident, sexy, and amazing. But if you are somebody that is going bald, losing your hair, and you don't want to do anything about it, shave it off. Period. That's your only option. Go to Bosley, shave your head, buzz it short, but do not let it grow. Do not try and cover it up. Just own it and take it down. Or, like I said, go to Bosley. But if you are going to take it off, you need to do something to help balance your face. One of the problems when you start to actually lose your hair is that when somebody's looking at you, the eyes will drift up to your forehead because your forehead is getting bigger. One of the things that will help center it is to actually wear glasses. Wearing glasses, if you're somebody that is bald, is a great way to help bring the eyes down, to have other people focus on the center of your face, all right? Or grow a beard, which is the next place on your body that looks better always with hair, and that is your face. Guys, facial hair, when done properly and executed amazingly, is the single best thing you can do to boost your sex appeal and attraction level, because facial hair is kind of like the equivalent to makeup, right? You take a girl, not super sassy, not pretty at all, you throw a little mascara, smoky eye, maybe a little blush, some lip gloss, and bang, she's smoking hot. Facial hair on dudes does the exact same thing, because a beard can help strengthen a weak jaw. It also brings interest and dimension to your face. If you're somebody that just shaves everything, you lose that ability, right? Facial hair is one of the best things you can do. Now, if you're like, yo, I can't grow a beard, it's a little patchy, no problem. What can you grow? My recommendation is let your facial hair grow in for 30 days and then analyze which areas are super patchy or look bad, which areas have a little bit more significant hair growth, and then modify your facial hair accordingly. There's a lot of incredible facial hair styles and options that do not require you to have a full thick beard. But if you can grow a beard, do it, because beards are literally the sexiest thing a guy can do, all right? Now, one other thing I'd like to tell you in terms of beards, another place that you need hair is underneath your chin, all right? Because, as we've talked about many times, that's the area that a lot of guys get wrong when it comes to edging up and shaving. You gotta make sure you do not remove the hair under your jaw. If you do, your jaw is gonna look weak and you're gonna look a little bit fat and doughy, because that's what happens. The way to find it, here it is. Once again, for the kids in the back, head straight, take your finger, boom, shave everything below, leave everything above. Under your jaw needs hair. Next up, we got to talk about your pits. Your armpits look better with hair a little bit. You don't need it to be like super long or unmanaged, but a nicely trimmed pit is a little bit more aesthetic in my opinion. Now, if you're somebody that wants to shave it, personal preference, but in my personal, humble, not so humble opinion, pits look better with hair. So do legs. And that is something I want to talk about. I personally shave my legs because I'm a bodybuilder. I like to work out. I like to see the definition. I've done it for a long time, and I also have a tan. And that brings me to something else. When you're pasty white, when you remove the hair, it's going to make you look even more pasty, even more white. And when you're super white and you remove the hair, it looks more awkward. But the hair actually softens the white skin. So if you're somebody that doesn't have a tan, then I would recommend not removing as much body hair, all right? Legs, in my opinion, should be trimmed if you've got super long leg hair. But if you're somebody that wants to take it even shorter, it's fine. But just make sure you've got a tan or you've got muscular legs. The downside to removing or shaving shaving your legs is that it makes your legs look smaller because the hair actually makes them look a little bit bulkier. But on the flip side, if you're somebody that works out or wants to see a little definition, removing the hair is totally acceptable. Now, arms, that's what I want to talk about. Arms look better without hair, in my opinion, because as we've talked about before, the forearm is one of the sexiest body parts on a man, right? And so why would you want to remove the hair? The answer is pretty simple. It's going to look more defined, more vascular, and you're going to look more muscular. And so if you're somebody that does have a ton of arm hair, it's not going to show the vascularity, it's not going to show the leanness, and your arms aren't going to look as sexy. And last but certainly not least, let's talk about your booty cheeks. Gentlemen, here's the deal. Me, I actually remove the hair completely because my cheeks get a little bit fuzzy. That's one of the areas of my body that I have a significant amount of hair. And personally, I think it looks a little bit weird and I prefer to have a smooth booty. But do not shave your butt cheeks with a razor. I have done it. It has been painful. It has been a mistake. And when it starts to grow in, oh my God, it is painful.